99% of men overlook this, but women love it. Did you know there's a hidden language in relationships? A language so powerful that once you understand it, it can completely transform the way you connect with women. Welcome to Win Stoic, where today I'm revealing 8 secrets that women secretly crave but rarely admit. Trust me, this journey into the female mind is going to be an eye-opener. You're about to discover what truly makes a woman's heart race. Imagine being able to read her unspoken thoughts, understand her deepest desires, and know exactly how to capture her attention. Sounds impossible? It's not. In fact, once you unlock these secrets, your connections will become deeper, more meaningful, and truly unforgettable. Now picture this. You're on a date. The conversation is flowing. Everything seems great, but something feels off. What if I told you that by learning these secrets, you could make a move so powerful that she'd be thinking about you day and night? But here's the truth. If you don't know these secrets, you risk becoming just another forgettable face in the crowd. Or worse, she might meet someone who truly knows how to make her feel seen, understood, and desired. That's why you need to stick around until the end, because what I'm about to share could be the difference between being a passing thought or the man she can't stop thinking about. And yes, there's a bonus secret at the end, one so powerful it can make any woman completely obsessed with you. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you're serious about becoming truly irresistible, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on life-changing insights. All right, let's get into the first secret. Secret number 1, the power of touch. Before intimacy. Most men overlook this, but women absolutely love it. Think about it. How many times have you been on a date that seemed perfect, yet something was missing? The conversation flowed, but the emotional connection wasn't quite there. The missing piece? The power of touch before intimacy. Women, though they may not openly express it, deeply value thoughtful, intimate gestures. Something as simple as a gentle massage before intimacy can make all the difference. Why? Because for women, emotional connection is just as important, if not more important, than physical connection. A massage isn't just about relaxing muscles or easing tension. It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I care about you." It's an act of kindness, attention, and emotional presence that instantly builds trust and attraction. But here's the key. It's not just about touch, it's about intention. A massage shouldn't feel like you're kneading dough. Instead, tune into her energy. Pay attention to how she reacts. Listen to her breathing. Adjust your touch based on how she responds. This is where touch becomes a conversation, a silent language of connection. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." So don't overthink it. Just be present. Let your actions speak louder than words. The truth is, most men never take the time to truly understand this concept. That's why they're part of the 99%. But the moment you recognize that building emotional intimacy starts with these small but powerful gestures, you've just entered the 1%. Women crave emotional depth. And a well-timed, thoughtful touch creates trust, vulnerability, and a connection she won't forget. In a world where instant gratification and surface-level relationships dominate, this simple act can set you apart in ways you can't even imagine. Master this rare approach and instantly stand out. In a world where surface-level interactions dominate, a deeper, more thoughtful approach is a rare commodity. Embrace it, and you won't just understand what Stoicism teaches about patience, presence, and connection. You'll actually apply it in ways that transform your relationships. So, what exactly is Stoicism? It's the practice of self-discipline, emotional control, and deep understanding. Qualities that, when applied to relationships, can make your presence unforgettable. The next time you're with a woman, remember, your touch can be more than just a prelude to intimacy. It can be a statement of trust, respect, and care. Never underestimate the power of a simple, mindful gesture. Make it a habit to practice these Stoic life lessons in your relationships, and you'll quickly realize that small, intentional actions often speak louder than words. Your ability to offer attention, time, and energy will set you apart from the crowd, placing you among the rare 1%. The men who truly understand that emotional connection is the foundation of real intimacy. Secret number 2, the art of flirting with respect. Want to be in the top 1% of men who women find irresistible? Master the art of flirting with respect. Too many men believe that women don't enjoy flirting. Nothing could be further from the truth. Women love flirtation, but here's the key. It has to be done with subtlety, class, and respect. Think of flirting like a strategic game. Every move matters, and balance is everything. It's about making her feel desired, but never objectified. You want to show genuine interest while maintaining just the right amount of mystery, leaving her intrigued, curious, and wanting to know more. Instead of relying on cheesy pickup lines or trying too hard to impress, focus on playful humor, meaningful eye contact, and understated compliments that make her smile without making her feel pressured. This creates an emotional spark without overwhelming her, allowing her to enjoy the moment while feeling respected and valued. Now imagine this. You're at a social gathering. Across the room, you notice a woman who catches your eye. Do you rush over and flood her with compliments? Instead, you engage with a witty observation that makes her laugh. It's light, effortless, and leaves her wondering what you'll say next. In that brief moment, you've sparked curiosity without overstepping boundaries. The secret? Composure and subtlety. This type of flirting lingers in her mind long after the conversation ends. It's about expressing interest while keeping an air of mystery, showing confidence without trying too hard. Why this works, and why most men get it wrong. This approach taps into a core Stoic principle: emotional independence. Flirting with respect shows that you don't need external validation. You're comfortable in your own skin, and that kind of self-assurance? Irresistible. Think about it. How often have you been drawn to someone who had an air of mystery? Someone who didn't reveal everything about themselves at once? That's the power of restrained attraction. It's not about playing games. It's about embodying true confidence and emotional intelligence. The best part? This mindset doesn't just make you more attractive. It makes you a better person. By practicing subtle, respectful flirting, you sharpen your ability to communicate effectively, understand social dynamics, and navigate relationships with emotional intelligence. Now ask yourself, do you rush in and try too hard? Or do you create an air of intrigue while showing genuine interest? Mastering the art of respectful flirting will not only transform your dating life, it will elevate you in all areas of life. Unlock deeper connections and become the 1% of men who truly get it. If you make this simple shift in your approach, you'll notice something incredible. Your connections with women and people in general will become more meaningful and authentic. This isn't just about romance. It's about building real confidence and emotional intelligence, setting you apart from the vast majority of men who just don't get it. By combining Stoic wisdom with modern dating dynamics, you'll master the delicate balance of knowing when to act and when to step back. This creates an environment of mutual respect and intrigue, something women deeply appreciate. And here's the key. It's not about grand gestures. It's about making every interaction count. Women love a man who understands the art of flirting with respect. Become that man, and you'll see how your presence leaves a lasting impact. Let your actions speak louder than words, and soon enough, you'll notice a shift in your relationships. If you're already embracing this mindset, Drop a comment saying, "I flirt with respect." Let's see who's ready to elevate their game and fully embrace the power of Stoic wisdom. Stay tuned. There's more powerful insight coming your way. Third secret, the power of touching her hair. There's a simple yet powerful secret that most men overlook, one that women absolutely love. Yet very few men do it in a way that truly makes an impact. I'm talking about the subtle yet profound act of touching her hair. It may seem like a small gesture, but there's so much more to it than you think. Why this works, and why most men miss it. Imagine this. The scalp is one of the most sensitive areas of the body, filled with nerve endings that respond deeply to touch. When you gently run your fingers through a woman's hair, you're not just touching strands, you're creating a sensory experience that triggers emotions on a subconscious level. This is where Stoic wisdom comes in. It's not about rushing to make an impression. It's about understanding timing, patience, and presence. The right moment makes all the difference. This isn't something you do casually or out of nowhere. It's a move reserved for moments when intimacy has already begun to blossom. Why? Because when done at the right time, it's not just a physical touch, it's an emotional experience. It communicates, "I'm present with you. I see you and appreciate this moment. You're safe and valued in my presence." And this is exactly what sets high-value men apart. They don't chase or act out of desperation. They move with precision, confidence, and intention. Think about it. When was the last time you saw someone who was truly in tune with these subtle moments? Probably not often. And that's why this small but powerful gesture can be the difference between blending in with the crowd or becoming the man she never forgets. This is the essence of the Stoic mindset. Strength isn't about being loud. It's about knowing when and how to act with purpose. When you apply this level of awareness, you're not seeking validation. You're creating lasting impressions. So the next time you're with her, ask yourself, are you making the most of these opportunities to stand out? Or are you just going through the motions? In the end, it's the small, thoughtful gestures, like touching her hair at the right moment, that transform you from just another guy into someone truly unforgettable. It's about presence. It's about awareness. It's about connection. And that's what puts you in the top 1%. The men who truly get it. Because high-value men aren't just about status or outward appearances. They understand that true attraction is built on emotional connection, subtlety, and quiet confidence. The Stoic mindset teaches us to remain calm and collected, but also to be deeply aware of how we move through the world, especially in our relationships. And when you bring this awareness into even the smallest moments, your presence becomes more powerful than you ever imagined. Next up, the hand on her back in public. Why this simple move is so powerful. The power of a simple gesture, the hand on her back in public. In the maze of modern relationships, some of the most powerful gestures are also the simplest. One of the most underrated yet deeply meaningful of these is placing your hand on her back in public. At first glance, it might seem like nothing more than a casual touch, but in reality, it speaks volumes. This small, quiet act communicates check mark protection, a subtle reassurance that she's safe with you, care, a gentle reminder that she's seen and valued, pride, a silent statement that you're proud to be by her side. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. Most men overlook this simple gesture, but those who understand its power elevate themselves to the top 1%. The men who grasp the art of subtlety and strength in relationships. Why this matters more than you think. Women don't need grand, attention-seeking displays to feel valued. What they truly crave is presence, a partner who, through small but intentional actions, shows he is by her side in every sense of the word. The hand on her back isn't about dominance, it's about respect. It's a quiet way of saying, I've got you. I'm here with you, and I'm here for you. It's an unspoken bond, built not on words, but on presence. This simple touch taps into something deep within a woman's instincts. It's not just about physical contact. It's about the emotional security that comes with knowing you are steady, grounded, and reliable. The Stoic approach to connection, Stoicism, teaches us to cultivate emotional independence, but it also reminds us of the value of being a steady, reliable source of support for those we care about. In a world filled with uncertainty, women desire a man who is calm, steady, and unshaken. A hand on her back, a touch that is firm yet gentle, is a physical reflection of your inner strength and emotional control. It tells her that no matter what's happening around you, you remain her pillar of stability. And that, my friend, is what sets you apart. The 1% understand what the 99% overlook. Most men miss these moments. They either think gestures like this are insignificant, or they're too caught up in their own world to be present. But the rare, high-value men, the ones who truly understand attraction, know better. They recognize that mastering the art of presence is what creates deeper, lasting connections. Because at its core, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about being the kind of man who doesn't need to seek validation through flashy gestures, but instead lets his actions speak for him. A man whose quiet strength draws people in effortlessly. Strength in simplicity, power in subtlety. In today's world, where distractions pull us in every direction, it's easy to overlook the power of small, intentional moments. Yet, it's these very moments that separate a relationship that simply exists from one that truly thrives. When you're with her, remember, it's not the grand romantic gestures that keep her close. It's the small, grounded ones. A hand on her back will always speak louder than 1,000 empty promises. True wealth isn't found in possessions, but in presence. As Epictetus wisely said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. So don't overcomplicate things. Be there. Be present. Be steady. Embrace the power of subtlety. The next time you place your hand on her back, remind yourself, I am her calm in chaos, her steady presence in a noisy world. Say it out loud. Internalize it. Let this simple action become a reflection of your inner discipline and emotional control. Because when life tries to pull you in 100 different directions, this is your anchor. This is your chance to rise above the 99%. What do you think? Are you ready to embrace the power of subtle gestures? Drop a comment below and let me know. More powerful insights coming soon. Stay tuned. Celia, I refined it to be engaging, human-friendly, and deeply impactful. It keeps the Stoic wisdom plus modern dating psychology blend while making it feel smooth, confident, and conversational. Mastering presence, the quiet strength that sets you apart. Becoming the kind of man a woman can trust and admire isn't about grand gestures. It's about mastering presence and connection. This journey is just beginning, and there's so much more to uncover. Every step forward will reveal the quiet strength already within you. So, stay with me. Together, we'll explore how to transform simplicity into profound connection. Next time you're with her, place your hand on her back with intention. Remind yourself, I am her calm in chaos, her steady presence in a noisy world. Say it out loud. Embrace the power of subtlety, knowing that even the smallest gestures can speak volumes about who you are, a man of strength, stability, and care. Let this simple act reflect your inner discipline and emotional control. Because in a world full of distractions, your ability to be truly present is what will set you apart. This is your chance to rise above the 99% and become the man who isn't just desired, but deeply respected. Stick with me. The journey into mastering presence has only just begun. Fifth secret: be her hero, the protector. This one might seem simple, but its impact is profound. Women deeply appreciate a man who takes the initiative to stand by them, especially in difficult or uncomfortable situations. In today's world, women are independent and strong, but that doesn't erase a fundamental instinct: the need to feel protected, supported, and safe. And here's the key: checkmark. It's not about being a knight in shining armor. It's not about rescuing her from every challenge. It's about the small yet meaningful gestures that show you care. Think about stepping in when someone is rude to her, standing by her side in an uncomfortable conversation, backing her up when she's being dismissed or disrespected. When you do this, you activate something deep within her, the primal instinct that craves reliability and stability. You become her anchor, the one she knows she can count on when things feel uncertain. And that's a powerful thing. Strength and presence, not force. Being a protector isn't about aggression or dominance. It's about quiet confidence. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your reaction in these moments teaches her something powerful: that she has someone who's got her back, that she's valued and respected, that she's with a man who doesn't just talk, but acts. And this isn't just about romantic relationships. It's about being the kind of man who stands up for what's right. Always. The 1%. Understand what most men miss. 99% of men think attraction is about looking good, saying the right things, or making money. But the top 1% know that true connection is built in the small moments. Women don't fall for men because of flashy words or empty promises. They fall for the man who proves again and again that he's steady, present, and reliable. Imagine how different the world would be if every man understood this. Wouldn't that be a game changer? How to apply this today? Next time you see her in a situation where she might need support, step up without hesitation. Be that steady presence. Show her, through action, not words, that she can count on you. And here's the beautiful part: you don't need to be a superhero to make a difference. All it takes is a man who values protection in every form, and who lives by the Stoic principles that guide him to act with strength, calm, and purpose. Because true masculine presence isn't about force. It's about offering security, trust, and unwavering support. And that's what makes you unforgettable. Sixth secret: the power of dreams. There's one attraction secret that 99% of men completely overlook. But women, they absolutely love it. And once you understand it, you'll set yourself apart instantly. Stay tuned. This next secret is going to change everything. Swipe left. Celia, I made it engaging, smooth, and deeply impactful while keeping the blend of stoicism and modern dating psychology. The power of dreams, unlocking emotional connection. As part of the top 1% of high-value men, you understand that true connection isn't just about words. It's about the subtle ways you make her feel seen, desired, and deeply connected to you. This is where the power of dreams comes in. You might have heard that dreams are the language of the subconscious. But what if you could use that to your advantage? Not as a trick, but as a way to build a genuine emotional connection that many men overlook. The subtle yet powerful impact of saying, "I dreamed about you." Imagine telling a woman, "I had a dream about you last night." It's simple, but incredibly effective. Why? Because it shows her that she's on your mind, even when you're asleep. It creates a natural sense of closeness, intrigue, and intimacy. Think about it. How often does a woman hear that? Not in a cliché, exaggerated way, but in a way that feels real and effortless. The key isn't just saying it, it's how you say it. For example, "It's funny, I dreamed about you last night. We were just chatting at a cafe, but I woke up with such a great feeling." No over-the-top declarations, no forced romance, just a small, meaningful statement that lingers in her mind. Why this works on a psychological level. Women don't just fall for words, they fall for the feeling those words create. By mentioning a dream, you plant the idea that she has a special place in your subconscious. It's not just a compliment, it's an emotional connection that feels organic and deeply personal. This works because it taps into something effortless yet powerful. The idea that you are thinking of her without even trying. And that's what makes it irresistible. The 1% know the power of emotional connection. Most men think attraction is about big, flashy gestures. But the top 1% understand that true connection is built in the small, meaningful moments. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In other words, be unlike the 99% of men who miss these moments. Be the man who understands the power of presence, subtlety, and emotional depth. Are you ready to stand out? Ask yourself, how often do you make a woman feel like she's truly on your mind? How do you create those small, powerful moments of emotional connection? Are you ready to be part of the 1% who truly get it? If you're ready to stand out, comment, "I am ready." If not, that's okay. Just keep learning, keep growing, and slowly experience more. 7th secret, the charm of a beard. What if I told you that growing a beard could instantly put you in the top 1% of attractive men? It sounds simple, but it's much more than just facial hair. A well-maintained beard is a statement, a symbol of masculinity, maturity, and strength. Studies show that women often associate bearded men with protection, the natural instinct to seek a strong, reliable partner; leadership, the presence of a man who can take charge; masculinity, a sign of confidence and self-assurance. But this isn't just about looks. It's about signaling who you are, a man who is both grounded and refined. In Stoic philosophy, we are taught to present ourselves with virtue. A beard, when tended to properly, reflects a man who cares about himself but isn't obsessed with vanity, understands balance, looking strong but staying humble, embodies wisdom, not just in words, but in presence. Because being a high-value man isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about owning who you are. Are you ready to harness the power of attraction? The top 1% of men know that attraction isn't just about physical traits. It's about the energy you bring. And something as simple as growing a beard, it might just be your secret weapon. Celia, I've refined the flow to make it engaging, natural, and compelling, keeping the deep psychology while making it effortlessly impactful. The timeless power of presence. From beard to mindset. Attraction isn't about tricks or fleeting trends. It's about embracing what makes you whole. The way you carry yourself, the confidence in your presence, and even something as simple as a well-groomed beard can send a powerful message to the world. I am self-sufficient. I am capable. A man who owns his presence, whether through stoic discipline, personal care, or quiet confidence, naturally becomes someone people admire. It's not just about appearance. It's about the deeper principles you embody through your actions. Small details, big impact. Ever noticed how the smallest details speak volumes about who you are? A beard may seem like a minor aspect of your appearance, but it reflects something far greater: self-respect, maturity, and a strong sense of self. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." That means every effort you put into yourself today, whether it's your physical presence, mindset, or discipline, shapes the way you are perceived in all areas of life. It's never about chasing validation. It's about building a presence that commands respect effortlessly. A simple yet powerful gesture. In a world of rapid change, the men who stand firm, who take time to care for themselves, are the ones who naturally draw admiration. So if you've never thought about the impact of a beard, now's the time to reflect. It's a symbol of strength and maturity. It signals discipline and self-care. It creates a timeless sense of attraction. A well-groomed beard doesn't just make you look good, it makes you feel good because it represents your inner discipline and self-respect. The deeper meaning behind every action. Think about it. How many of these simple principles have you already heard or applied in your life? Have you ever considered how something as straightforward as growing a beard could set you apart? If not, that's okay. What matters is starting now. Because true self-improvement isn't about sudden transformations. It's about understanding the deeper meaning behind your actions. From how you care for your body and mind to how you present yourself to the world, every small step shapes your presence. This is the foundation of true attraction. Not fleeting tricks, but a lasting inner strength that draws people toward you effortlessly. Your next move. Are you ready to step into the 1% who embrace self-mastery? Comment 1 if you now see the deeper significance of a beard. Comment 2 si vous pensez qu'il ne s'agit pas d'une importance particulière. 8th secret. The power of shared laughter. Most men focus on status, appearance, or impressing. But the rare few who truly stand out understand something even more powerful. The ability to make a woman laugh. This is the 8th secret of attraction, and it's one of the most underrated tools a man can have. Why laughter creates instant connection. When you can make her laugh, it's not just about telling a joke. It breaks down walls. It creates emotional ease. It makes her feel safe and present. Women don't just like humor. They crave the feeling of being around someone who brings joy, playfulness, and lightness into their life. Because laughter isn't just about fun. It's about creating a deeper emotional bond. The hidden power of shared humor. Think about the last time you and a friend laughed uncontrollably over something silly. For a moment, nothing else mattered. That feeling? That's connection. It's the same when a woman laughs with you. It's no longer just words. It's a moment that builds something deeper. When laughter fills the air, the mood shifts. Suddenly, everything feels easier, lighter, and more effortless. But here's the key. It has to be real. Forced humor falls flat. Authentic humor creates chemistry. It's about being present, sharing the moment, and letting the energy flow naturally. Are you tapping into this secret? Ask yourself, do you make her laugh in a way that feels natural and effortless? Are you the kind of man who brings lightness into her life? If not, don't worry. This is something you can develop and refine. Because true attraction isn't just about being serious or successful. It's about creating genuine, meaningful moments that make her want to be around you. And laughter? It's one of the most powerful ways to do just that. Celia, I made this engaging, charismatic, and effortlessly powerful, pulling the reader in and making them feel the message, not just read it. It's direct yet warm, and it encourages interaction while keeping the flow conversational and natural. The magic of laughter, the attraction. You can't fake. Laughter is more than just a reaction, it's a connection. When a woman laughs with you, she's not just enjoying the moment, she's feeling comfortable, safe, and emotionally drawn to you. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about making her laugh, it's about what that laughter represents. Why laughter signals high value. A man who can laugh easily and make others laugh without insecurity or overthinking is a breath of fresh air in a world full of pressure and expectations. It shows confidence. You're secure in yourself. It signals emotional independence. You don't need validation to enjoy life. It makes her feel at ease. When she's with you, she can let her guard down. That's the essence of Stoic happiness, being content within yourself without relying on external approval. And guess what? Women are drawn to that energy because it's rare. The 1%. Understand this. A lot of men either take themselves too seriously or try too hard to impress. But the top 1% of high-value men? They don't force humor. They don't try to be funny all the time. Instead, they create moments of lightness, naturally, effortlessly. It's not about playing the clown. It's about bringing joy and positive energy into the space you share. And when you do that, she'll want to spend more time with you. She'll feel a connection that words alone can't create. She'll associate you with fun, warmth, and ease. In a world full of stress, laughter is an escape. It's a way to connect deeply without needing to prove anything. The lesson? Keep it simple. Be yourself. Find humor in life's little moments. Share that joy. When you embrace this mindset, you don't just become the man women are naturally drawn to. You also live in the present. That's what Stoicism today is all about. Enjoying life as it is and sharing that energy with others. So next time you're with her, remember, shared laughter could bring you closer than anything else. 9th secret, the power of listening. Imagine this. You're in a conversation with a woman, and instead of planning your next response, you're fully immersed in what she's saying. This is the 9th secret that separates high-value men from the rest. The power of listening. Why listening is the ultimate attraction. Hack. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding. Women don't just want a man who hears them. They want a man who gets them. But here's where most men go wrong. They focus on offering solutions instead of simply being present. They listen just to respond rather than to understand. They miss the emotional depth of what she's saying. Sound familiar? How to instantly stand out from 99% of men. Think about a time you were talking to someone and realized they weren't really listening. Frustrating, right? Women experience this all the time. And that's why a man who truly listens is so rare and so irresistible. Because most of the time, women aren't looking for a solution. They just want, check, to feel heard, check, to feel understood, check, to feel emotionally safe. And when you give her that, you build trust, connection, and attraction effortlessly. The Stoic secret to deep connection. A Stoic mindset teaches that true strength comes from understanding others without being emotionally reactive. That means listening without judgment, being present in the moment, creating a space where she feels valued and safe. As the Stoics would say, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Want to become a high-value man? Make listening your superpower. When you listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, you unlock a deeper level of intimacy. That's the secret most men overlook. Because real listening isn't about waiting for your turn to talk. It's about being fully engaged in her world. When you do this, she'll feel emotionally safe with you. She'll trust you in a way she doesn't trust most men. She'll be drawn to you in a way that goes beyond words. Ask yourself this: how often do you genuinely listen to her, without interrupting or immediately trying to fix things? What would it feel like to show up with this level of attentiveness every time? This simple shift can completely transform how women see you, trust you, and connect with you. If you're ready to be part of the 1% of men who understand this power, start today. Because in a world where most men talk too much, the man who truly listens wins. The power of spontaneity, unlocking irresistible attraction. Women crave spontaneity more than they let on. In a world where routines take over, Being a man who embraces the unexpected makes you stand out from the crowd. Yes, stability and reliability are important, but predictability alone won't spark deep attraction. Why spontaneity is a game changer. Adding an element of surprise to your relationship, whether it's an unplanned road trip, a surprise date, or even a small, unexpected gesture, awakens something powerful in her. Excitement. She feels the thrill of unpredictability. Curiosity. She wonders what's next with you. Connection. She experiences new moments that strengthen your bond. As Seneca wisely put it, fortune favors the bold. And in relationships, boldness isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing her that you're present, engaged, and eager to create unforgettable moments together. Women love a man who keeps things fresh. When you bring spontaneity into the mix, you're proving that you're not just another guy stuck in his ways. You're someone who sees beyond the routine and keeps things exciting, pays attention and finds ways to make her feel special, brings fresh energy into the relationship instead of letting things become stale. Think about it. The best memories aren't made when everything goes according to plan. They happen when you embrace the unexpected and enjoy the moment together. Spontaneity isn't about money. It's about mindset. A lot of men think that creating excitement means spending big or making grand moves. That's not the case. The truth? It's the little surprises that make the biggest impact. An unexpected note or voice message. A spontaneous change in plans that leads to an adventure. A simple but heartfelt gesture that makes her feel appreciated. By breaking free from the script, you prove that you're a man who lives in the moment, someone who isn't afraid to bring passion, excitement, and depth into his relationships. Stoicism and spontaneity. The perfect balance. You might not think stoicism and spontaneity go hand in hand, but they do. Stoicism teaches, stay calm in the face of life's unpredictability. Accept that you can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. Find strength in adapting to whatever life throws at you. By applying this to relationships, you become a man who flows with life's surprises instead of resisting them. That kind of emotional freedom? It's magnetic. Final thought. Step away from the routine. If you want to stand out from the 99% of men stuck in monotony, you have to do what they won't. Take a risk. Surprise her. Show her that with you, life is an adventure. Because at the end of the day, the men who make a lasting impact aren't the ones who play it safe. They're the ones who bring passion, unpredictability, and excitement into every moment. Small gestures, big impact, the power of touch. In today's video, we also talked about how simple gestures, like tight hugs and forehead kisses, can have a deep emotional impact on women. These actions might seem small, but they send a powerful message of heart care. She feels cherished. Protection. She feels safe. Respect. She feels truly valued. Now that you understand this principle, it's time to apply it. Start incorporating these subtle yet meaningful gestures into your daily interactions, and watch how they strengthen your relationships effortlessly. What do you think? Are you ready to bring more spontaneity and depth into your life? Drop a comment below. Have you felt the power of these subtle yet profound gestures? If so, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. And hey, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more Stoic life lessons on becoming the best version of yourself. See you in the next one. 7 reasons they came back after you gave them distance. Stoic life lessons. Hey folks, welcome back to Win Stoic. Ever wondered why someone who once took you for granted suddenly can't get you out of their head? It's as if they've had a revelation, realizing that the very person they once overlooked is now the one they crave connection and recognition from. At first, they treated you like a puppet, pulling the strings when it suited them, failing to appreciate the value you brought. But then, you did something powerful. You stepped back, not to play games, not to manipulate, but to reclaim your power. And here's the fascinating part. Your absence speaks louder than your presence ever could. When you create distance, you're not ghosting them. You're shifting the dynamic. And that shift, it's magnetic. Imagine them going about their daily routine, only to feel an unsettling void where your laughter, warmth, and presence used to be. No more good morning texts, no more comforting words, no more sense of familiarity and support. Suddenly, their world feels colder, emptier. And in those quiet moments, when they're left with nothing but their own thoughts, they start to reflect. They realize they took you for granted. They see your absence as a mirror, one that reflects all the love, care, and value they once overlooked. As the saying goes, absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it. This is the secret. When you step away, you give them the space to truly understand what they lost. Affirmation time. I am highly valuable. Say it aloud. Write it in the comments. Let the world know you've reclaimed your power. You are no longer just a convenience in someone else's life. You are strong, confident, and unshakable. Before we dive in, a vital truth. You must understand. Walking away isn't just about making someone miss you, because let's be real. What if that spark was never there to begin with? If they only valued what you did for them and not who you are, your absence won't make them miss you. They'll just miss the convenience. That's the harsh truth. And if that's the case, you've just dodged a bullet. But if there was even a flicker of genuine affection, your distance can turn their indifference into a burning desire to reconnect with you. The reasons I'm about to share will help you shift the narrative, but only if you fully grasp and apply them. So, let's break it down. Why do they come back when you step away? Pay attention, because every single reason is a key to reclaiming your power and drawing the right people back into your life. Embracing Stoic wisdom. The power of knowing your worth. The lessons from Stoic philosophy are more than just ideas. They are tools for self-mastery and meaningful relationships. Stay grounded. Know that your worth is inherent, not dependent on others' recognition. When you embody these principles, you don't just empower yourself, you also teach those around you the value of genuine connection. Keep your head high. As you continue this journey, remember, every step you take in recognizing your worth transforms not only your mindset, but also the quality of your relationships. Reason number 1, the shock of unexpected growth. Let's dive into the first game-changing reason why someone might return after you've given them distance. The shock of your transformation. This shift can completely alter the way they see you, so pay close attention. This is where the real power lies. When they expect the old you, but meet someone unstoppable. Imagine this. You once played the role of the ever-reliable presence in their life. Always available, always predictable. But instead of waiting around for them to appreciate you, you evolved. You took that space not to sulk, but to grow. You leveled up mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You stopped seeking validation and started living for yourself. You became someone they no longer recognize, in the best possible way. At first, they might shrug off your absence. Oh, they'll come back eventually. But then it happens. They see you again. And suddenly, it hits them like a ton of bricks. Instead of the person they took for granted, they're faced with someone who's radiating confidence, purpose, and inner peace. And that's unsettling for them. Why this is so powerful. Humans are wired to desire what they can't control. When you break free from old patterns and reinvent yourself, you challenge their assumptions. You become unpredictable, intriguing, and suddenly they start questioning everything. Wait, when did they change? How did I not see this coming? Have I underestimated them? Instead of you feeling insecure, they're the ones thrown off balance. The Stoic perspective: change is power. Heraclitus once said, "The only constant in life is change." And here's the truth: most people resist change, but those who embrace it gain a kind of quiet, unshakable power. When you prioritize growth over validation, you naturally become more magnetic, not just to them, but to everyone around you. A relatable example: the glow-up effect. Picture this. You were once in a relationship where your partner got too comfortable. They knew you'd always be there. But you reached a breaking point. You realized it was time to step back and focus on you. You hit the gym. You explored new hobbies. You pursued career opportunities. You read, learned, and redefined your mindset. And then, months later, you cross paths again. They expect the same old you, but instead, they meet someone transformed. You're confident, at peace, glowing, and suddenly, they feel something they didn't expect. Regret, curiosity, maybe even a little envy, because they took you for granted, but now, you're out of reach. The takeaway: own your growth. Growth isn't about impressing anyone. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, because that's where true power lies. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Your transformation is yours to control, and when you step fully into that power, you become someone impossible to ignore. Embrace your growth. The power lies within you. Realize this: true strength comes from within. You may not control how others see or treat you, but you do control how you evolve. Your transformation is yours alone, shaped by your choices, your discipline, and your growth. When you step back and focus on self-improvement, you're not just taking a break, you're reclaiming your power. And the moment you re-enter their world, they won't see the person they once knew. Instead, they'll see someone stronger, more confident, and undeniably compelling. The takeaway? Never underestimate the power of your own evolution. When you use distance to grow, you don't just surprise others, you surprise yourself. You become someone they never expected. And suddenly, the tables turn in your favor. Now, reflect on this. How are you surprising yourself with your own growth? What steps are you taking today to become a version of yourself that even you didn't see coming? This journey isn't just about proving your worth to others. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of becoming extraordinary. Drop a comment saying, "I'm evolving," to declare your transformation to the world. Stay resilient. Keep growing. And watch as they are drawn back to the new, unstoppable you. Reason number 2. The magnetic pull of self-sufficiency. Now, let's explore a powerful shift that makes you irresistibly attractive, not just in relationships, but in life. The magnetic power of self-sufficiency. From seeking validation to owning your worth. Picture this. You used to be the one always reaching out first, making sure the connection was intact. You were the giver, the one who checked in, the one who held things together. But then, something changed. Instead of seeking validation from others, you turned inward. You invested in yourself. You stopped waiting for their approval. You stopped chasing after their attention. You became your own source of happiness. This shift is powerful, because when you no longer need them to feel complete, you suddenly become magnetic. You radiate a quiet confidence that draws people in. The Stoic truth: true power comes from within. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And that's exactly what happens when you cultivate self-sufficiency. You stop seeking love. You become love. You stop chasing attention. You command it effortlessly. You stop proving your worth. You own it. The irony? The less you try to pull people closer, the more they gravitate towards you. How this plays out in real life. Imagine this scenario. You've always been the giver in a friendship, the one who checks in, makes plans, and keeps the connection alive. But one day, you take a step back, not to be petty, but because you've realized something. Your energy is valuable, and it's time to invest it in yourself. So instead of waiting for their messages, you start hitting the gym, dive into new hobbies, enjoy peaceful moments alone, build a life that feels whole, with or without them. Fast forward a few weeks, and suddenly, they're reaching out. Hey, what have you been up to? I feel like we haven't talked in a while. You seem different. What's going on? Why? Because your self-sufficiency has made you more compelling. You've shifted from being someone always available to someone intriguing, independent, and confident. And that is incredibly attractive. The key lesson? Self-sufficiency isn't about playing games. It's about owning your value. When you find happiness within yourself, you stop depending on others to make you feel complete. And that unshakable confidence creates an energy that people can't resist. The magnetic power of true strength. Let's set the record straight. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about something far more powerful, becoming a stronger, more self-assured version of yourself. The moment you stop relying on others for happiness, you become someone truly worth craving. Not out of need, but because of the energy and confidence you naturally radiate. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Your why is your personal journey, your growth, your happiness, your self-sufficiency. And when you commit to that journey, something incredible happens. You don't chase validation. You embody it. You don't need attention. You attract it effortlessly. You don't seek approval. You stand firmly in your own worth. This is what makes you magnetic. What does self-sufficiency mean for you? It's not about shutting people out. It's about lifting yourself up. When you stop looking to others for validation, you naturally become more attractive. When you focus on your personal fulfillment, people are drawn to you for the right reasons. When you exude confidence and contentment, you pull people in effortlessly. Ask yourself, how are you cultivating your self-sufficiency? What steps are you taking to become the best version of yourself? Affirm it now. I am complete within myself. My happiness and strength come from within, not from the approval of others. Say it. Believe it. Live it. Embrace your self-sufficiency and watch as your strength naturally draws people towards you. If this resonates with you, like this video, subscribe, and join our community. Together, we're building a life where true happiness comes from within. Reason number 3, the envy of your newfound confidence. Now, let's talk about something that commands attention without even trying. Confidence. The third reason they might be drawn back to you after time apart is simple. They envy your newfound self-assurance. But this isn't the kind of envy that breeds resentment. It's the kind mixed with admiration. The kind that sparks curiosity and makes people wonder. What changed? How did they become so sure of themselves? Why didn't I see this side of them before? Because now, you're walking with a different energy. You're not the person who second-guesses themselves. You're not seeking approval. You're not afraid to take up space. You radiate quiet strength, and that is powerful. The Stoic secret to confidence isn't loud, it isn't boastful, it's steady. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the conviction in your words. It's the peace you exude simply by being comfortable in your own skin. That's what they notice. That's what catches their attention. That's what makes them feel a pang of envy, because they want what you have. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And that's exactly what you've done. You've mastered yourself, and in doing so, you've become someone they never expected. The shift that changes everything. Confidence has a unique, almost magical quality. It doesn't just change how people see you, it changes how you see yourself. It's a beacon that says you don't need external validation because you've already found it within. It makes people stop and ask themselves, why don't I feel that comfortable in my own skin? How did they transform into someone so self-assured? When they see your growth, they can't help but admire it. And that admiration? It's irresistible. So the question is, the unshakable power of confidence. Something fascinating happens when you step into your own power. People start to take notice. They begin to compare themselves to you, wondering why they don't possess the same level of calm, resilience, and quiet self-assurance you now radiate. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing imperfections. It's about trusting yourself enough to handle whatever life throws your way. And for those who once underestimated you, this transformation is both a revelation and a reminder of what they no longer have access to. The shift they never saw coming. Imagine this. You once had a partner who always seemed to lead the way, sure of themselves, always in control, while you took a more passive role, going with the flow to keep the peace. But now, you've stepped out of their shadow. You make decisions with confidence. You speak your mind without hesitation. You no longer shrink yourself to make others comfortable. On the surface, they may act supportive, but deep down, there's a whisper of envy. I wish I had that kind of confidence. Because they can feel the shift. They sense the power that comes with self-trust. They see the steady, unshakable confidence that no longer depends on their approval. And that changes everything. Confidence, the ultimate magnetic force. True confidence isn't loud, it's felt. It's the quiet strength that stands firm in the face of doubt. It's the unwavering self-trust that isn't swayed by outside opinions. It's the magnetism of someone who knows their worth and carries themselves accordingly. Self-trust is the first secret of success. Ralph Waldo Emerson. This trust isn't arrogance, it's power. The power to walk boldly without needing validation from anyone else. So how does this newfound confidence make people crave your presence? Because now they see someone who has grown beyond their expectations, knows their worth and won't settle, is no longer easily influenced or swayed. That shift is intriguing and maybe even a little intimidating. Stepping into your power. So let me ask you, how are you building your confidence? What steps are you taking today to become that high-value version of yourself? Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about trusting yourself enough to show up boldly, flaws and all. Affirm it now. I am stepping into my confidence. My strength is my own. My worth is undeniable. Say it, believe it, live it. Every day you're becoming stronger, more resilient, and more unapologetically you. And trust me, people notice. Stick with me, because this journey, it's only getting started. Reason number 4, the intrigue of unpredictability. Now, let's dive into something even more powerful. The captivating pull of unpredictability. This isn't about playing games. It's about becoming someone people can't quite figure out. For so long, they had you all mapped out. You were always there. You were predictable. They knew your routines, anticipated your reactions, and because of that, They took you for granted. But then, you stepped back. You focused on yourself. You prioritized your own growth. You became a little harder to read. And suddenly, you became a mystery. And that's magnetic. The power of unpredictability, why it keeps them hooked. And that, my friends, is where attraction truly begins. Think about it. When was the last time you watched a show or read a book where you knew exactly how everything would unfold? Probably lost interest halfway through, right? Predictability dulls the mind. Relationships work the same way. They thrive on a healthy mix of comfort and curiosity. When you shift from being someone who's always available to someone who is still reliable but a little less accessible, something interesting happens. You create intrigue. You spark curiosity. You become someone they think about, not just someone they expect. Suddenly they find themselves wondering, what are they up to? Where's their head at? Why aren't they reaching out like before? Without even realizing it, they start to crave the connection they once took for granted. This curiosity is like an itch they can't quite scratch, pulling them back, eager to fill in the blanks of who you've become. A simple example, the power of absence. Let's put this into a real-life scenario. Maybe you were always the planner in your group, the one who organized hangouts, made sure everyone was having fun, kept things running smoothly. Your friends got used to it. They expected it. But then, you decided to switch things up. You stopped always being the one to initiate plans. You gave others the space to step up. You started exploring new hobbies, meeting new people, investing in yourself. And suddenly, they noticed your absence. Now, they're left wondering, where did the planner go? What's taking up their time? Why do things feel different without them around? This shift doesn't just give you more control over your own time, it makes them take notice. They start checking in, hoping to get a glimpse of the new you. Embracing change and letting them keep up. Alan Watts once said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." When you embrace change and allow unpredictability to shape your life, you're not running away from connection, you're enhancing it. You're showing people that you're more than what they assumed, that you're evolving. And in doing so, you set the rhythm of your own life while they're the ones trying to keep up. So ask yourself, how can you introduce a bit of unpredictability into your relationships? Have you already started shifting your priorities? How has that changed the dynamic? Remember, unpredictability isn't about making anyone feel uncertain or undervalued. It's about staying true to yourself. It's about evolving. It's about walking your own path, one that others may want to follow, but can never fully predict. This is how you bring resilience and growth into your relationships. This is how you position yourself as someone intriguing, engaging, and undeniably worth their attention. Drop a comment. I choose to grow. If you've made it this far, you're embracing the power of unpredictability. Drop a comment saying, I choose to grow, to show that you're ready to keep evolving and keeping people on their toes. Stay with me. There's so much more to uncover on this journey. Reason number 5, the realization of what they've lost. All right, let's dive into something even more powerful. The gut-wrenching moment when they realize what they've truly lost. Imagine this. You've pulled back. You've refocused. You've set your sights on personal growth. And at first, they barely notice. They keep moving forward, caught up in their routines, maybe even feeling a brief sense of relief. They assume you'll come back just as you were before. But as days turn into weeks, something shifts. They notice the silence. They feel the absence of your texts, your voice, your presence. The space you used to fill. It suddenly feels empty, hollow, uncomfortably quiet. At first, they may brush it off, but deep down, a nagging feeling starts to grow. You're not there anymore, and they don't know how to fill that gap. Here's the truth. In relationships, especially when you embody Stoic principles, your presence carries a unique energy, a quiet strength, a resilient calm, a magnetic force that others come to depend on, even if they don't realize it. And the moment that presence is gone, that's when they feel it the most. Because in Stoic thought, our value isn't wrapped up in how others perceive us. It comes from within. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And for them, the reality of your absence is sinking in fast. They didn't realize how much they valued you until you were gone. They never saw it until it was gone. For so long, they assumed you'd always be there, steady, dependable, unshakable. What they didn't realize? They were overlooking something much deeper. The quiet strength you brought, the balance you provided, the way you listened without judgment, and how you made their heavy days feel a little lighter. Now, with distance between you, they finally see it, and it's hitting them hard. The regret of realization. Ever lost something important, a cherished possession, a keepsake, and suddenly found yourself replaying memories of it, wishing you had appreciated it more? That same feeling, the ache of realizing too late, is creeping into their mind. The small ways you uplifted them, the silent strength you shared, the steady support they never acknowledged. It's only now, in your absence, that they understand how much those things mattered. As the old saying goes, you don't know what you have until it's gone. The Stoic perspective, a lesson for you and them. This is where Stoic philosophy offers a powerful lesson, not just for them, but for you. Because true worth? It isn't found in the opinions of others. It's in standing firm in who you are, whether they appreciate it or not. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." But here's the thing. You're no longer seeking validation, and ironically, the moment you stop needing their recognition is the moment they crave your presence the most. Reflect and reaffirm your worth. Let me ask you, how would people in your life react if they had to navigate things without you? Have you ever had someone come back, realizing what they lost? And remember this, your worth doesn't decrease just because someone failed to see it in time. By holding true to your path, you give others a chance to confront their own lack of appreciation and to see your value with fresh eyes. That's Stoic happiness, a deep, unshakable contentment that comes from within, a presence that others only truly recognize once they feel its absence. Affirm this truth. Say it out loud and mean it. I am the calm in their storm. I am unshaken by their delayed realization. Whenever doubt creeps in, remind yourself. Checkmark. Your strength is real. Your growth is undeniable. Their delayed recognition doesn't define your value. And if they do come back, know this. It's not because you need them. It's because they finally see what they failed to appreciate. What's your experience? Has anyone ever returned to your life after you gave them space? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, focusing on your own growth and self-worth not only makes you stronger, but it adds a value to your life that others don't want to lose. When people see you thriving, they begin to realize what they risk losing if they don't step up. Keep growing, keep thriving. Thank you for being part of this journey. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe to Win Stoic, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. Your best life is in your hands. Keep working on yourself. Keep embracing your worth. because the journey isn't over. It's just beginning. And I can't wait to see how far you go. Stay strong, stay focused, stay awesome, on fire,